Hello everyone, Dawn here, Happy Stamptember. I'm so excited to be sharing the new collaboration stamp set between Simon Says Stamp and Whimsy Stamps. It's called Spooky and Mice and it's adorable. You get a mummy, a pirate, this little guy in the pumpkin, and a vampire bat, and then some pumpkins and candy. And the sayings are awesome. I love the spooky with the eyes in it. I'm going to pair it up with some other Whimsy Halloween products that I'll share with you along the way. So let's get started. The first thing I did was cut a piece of white cardstock to 3.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to do some quick ink blending. I'm going to go through it pretty quick since I'm sure you've seen me ink blend so many times already if you've watched any of my other Halloween videos. I'm using my favorite colors for a spooky background. I have my Distress Oxide, Fired Brick, Spiced Marmalade, and Fossilized Amber. I start by putting some fired brick along the top of the paper, and then I bring in the spiced marmalade. I go about half of the way down with the spiced marmalade, and I rub a lot of the ink off on the scrap paper just so I don't get a lot of the dark spots on the paper. And then I bring in the fossilized amber, and I go all the way to the bottom of the paper with it. Now, you don't have to go all the way down if you don't want to, since it will be covered up with the haunted graveyard cutout. Now, as you see, there's a line down the middle with the darker color being more prominent than the yellow color, but don't worry. If you keep adding the darker colors and the lighter colors together, it will eventually blend together very nicely. It will leave a more natural look to it. As you can see, the line is pretty much disappearing already. Once I'm done with my ink blending, I bring in my favorite black soot to make the background more spooky and eerie looking. I just go all around the edges with it, and I do put quite a bit down because it will lighten up over time. And then I just add a little bit in the middle of the card. I don't put any extra ink on my brush at all when I do this. I just go around the entire paper, just adding the black ink. And I do like my edges really dark, so I do kind of go back over the edges to make sure that I put a lot down. I die cut the smallest circle from the Haunted Graveyard set to make the moon. I'm going to ink blend it with some of the fossilized amber. I'm just going all around the edges of the circle, and then I just put a small amount in the middle of the circle. I leave some of it kind of white. And then I add a little bit of the black soot to make the moon look a little bit more kind of eerie looking. And then I die cut the haunted graveyard from some black cardstock. I put it a little high up on the cardstock so that it leaves room for me to put a sentiment later. I went ahead and die cut another one because I decided I wanted to add more trees to the background, and I just cut them apart. Here I'm just going to do some super quick coloring. I decided to go with the mummy mouse because he looks scared and it'll go with my theme. I stamped the image with a black Copic friendly ink, and I cut it out with my brother's Scan and Cut. I used some R11 Pale Cherry to color in the insides of his ear. Then I used some C3 Cool Gray to color in the rest of the mouse. I'm not really doing any ink blending to him since there really isn't a lot to color. Then I didn't want the cloth mummy wrap to look so stark white, so I colored it with the W1 Warm Gray. Of course, no spooky card would be complete without my lovely ghosts. As you can see, I have tons of them that I just keep cut out and on hand for whenever I need them. I'm just going to pick 3 of them to put on my card. I want them to look like they're flying through the graveyard. Next, I want to make it look like there's lights on in the house, so I take a piece of yellow cardstock and I just lay the house over it, and then I cut out the outline of the house where the windows are. And then I'm going to adhere the yellow cardstock behind the house. I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment Happy Haunting from the Spooky and Mice stamp set. The first thing I do is rub my paper with my embossing powder bag, and then I stamp it with Versamark ink. I'm going to pour gold embossing powder on it, and then when my heat tool is good and hot, I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment. I adhere the moon and the haunted graveyard to the ink blended background. I don't put a lot of the glue on the upper part of the trees so that I can stick my ghosts behind them and the other trees. And I don't press down on the house yet either because I add a ghost behind there as well. Once I add my ghosts behind the trees, I go back and I add more glue behind the treetops to hold them in place. I put some foam tape on the back of my image and I adhere him on the front of the card. I'm going to use the Spooky Sentiment and I'm going to stamp it onto one of these cosmic speech bubbles. I'm using the double speech bubble and then I'm going to cut the smaller speech bubble off. I used this one because it was the size I needed for the stamp. I just stamped and heat embossed the word spooky onto it, and then I put foam tape on the back of it and I adhere it onto the card so it looks like he's saying the word spooky. I decided to add some bats to my card. I used the bat die that comes with the haunted graveyard and I adhered them onto the front of the card. I'm one of those people that always likes to do things like at the last minute. So I decided I wanted a little bit of black ink around my speech bubble and my ghosts. It was really easy to do since there is black already on the background, so it didn't matter if any of the ink got on there. I didn't add any ink to my blending brush. I just used what was on it. But you can actually do this before you put your card together, or you can skip it all together. I just thought that it looked good with it. It was just like a little extra added touch. And to finish off the card, I cut a piece of white cardstock to 7 inches by 8.5, and I scored it at 3.5 for my card base. And that's going to complete my card for today. Remember, this is a limited edition set, and if you want to get your hands on it, I put a direct link to the stamp set in my description box below. It is only available at Simon Says Stamps, so grab it before it's gone. I want to thank you for joining me on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. I would love for you to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the card. Be sure to subscribe to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel and their other social media platforms so you don't miss out on any upcoming releases and great inspirational videos. Also, check out their website for all their new releases. As always, thanks for stopping by and have yourself a wonderful day.